Does a big guy, does the fact that he was 6'6" tall, not big in terms of weight, 211, but big in terms of height, do you feel had the effect on Tyson?
I believe so, but I think the fact that because Mike Tyson had to actually reach up and get closer to Rebalta, because Rebalta 6'6", it took away some of the leverage in his punches.
Both appreciation and support greatly for Jose Rebalta. Oh, what a shot! And Rebalta's down. He is up, but he is into trouble.
They called him unbeatable until Mike Tyson stepped into the ring with a man who looked like a giant and the scariest opponent Tyson had ever faced.
Hell yeah, that's a fighter. And that's it. I want to say
1986 was the year Mike Tyson faced his tallest test yet. Standing at just 5 feet 11 inches, Tyson looked up at 6 feet 6 inches Jose Rebalta, a towering challenge that threatened to steal his leverage and power. Critics doubted him, saying he'd never faced a giant like this, but Tyson was ready to prove them wrong.
Mike Tyson, after all, hasn't beaten any top opponents. His vaunted punch hasn't been tested against the best in the heavyweight division. And healthy also as a response to some of the media hysteria already tabbing this 20-year-old tyro as a certain future great. All of that still has to be proved.
Before the bell even rang, the tone was set, and commentators mocked Tyson, calling him raw and unrefined, doubting he could handle someone as big and experienced as Jose Rebalta. They saw a young fighter with wild energy, not realizing that beneath the chaos was precision, timing, and a terrifying sense of purpose.
At the same time, a response to Mike Tyson that indicates that maybe he doesn't have the talent is a little bit contrary, I think. He's not yet a polished fighter and maybe never will be a fully polished fighter, but boy, he's a good one. And sometimes youth outruns and outguns its mistakes.
As the two men faced off, the difference was striking. Rebalta, at 6 feet 6 inches, towered over the 5 feet 11 inches Tyson, glaring down with a cold, taunting stare. It was a silent warning, a message that he would crush the smaller man standing before him.
All right, I want a clean contest. Good luck to both of you. Let's shake hands.
When the bell rang, Rebalta immediately tried to use his reach, keeping Tyson at a distance with long jabs. But Tyson moved like a storm, slipping under punches, closing space with frightening speed.
Again, just tremendous body shots and what an uppercut.
As the rounds went on, Tyson's rhythm became unstoppable. He ducked, twisted, and struck with a force that made the crowd roar. One devastating uppercut snapped Jose's head back, followed by a hook that sent the giant crashing to the canvas.
Rebalta did. Great right hand by Mike Tyson is inviting. And there was an uppercut.
Rebalta's toughness was undeniable. He got up again and again, bloodied but defiant. Yet Tyson's pressure never eased. Finally, a crushing combination landed. The kind of punch that silenced everything.
Oh, what a shot! And Rebalta's down. He is up, but he...
Moving forward, in 1988, Mike Tyson stepped in against Tony Tubbs, a 6 feet 3 inches heavyweight who dismissed Tyson's reputation, claiming his fame came from weak opponents. Tubbs bragged that Tyson had never fought anyone like him, believing his skill and size would expose the champion. But Tyson entered the ring ready to prove otherwise.
When I step in the ring, everyone say, wow, look at that cat. You know, and the thing about it, once I start putting the moves down on Mike Tyson, I won't change. You know what? This fight might not be hard as y'all think it's gonna be, because Mike Tyson is only good for what he can hit.
In his mind, Tyson's reign was built on hype, not real challenges. Tubbs believed his sharp jab and movement would expose Tyson's flaws and prove that true boxing mastery still mattered more than raw power.
I know right now that I am one of the best heavyweights in the world. I can box better than any of them, and I ain't taking no back seats to none of them. I'm not even taking a back seat to Mike Tyson.
Tyson, composed yet intense, acknowledged Tubbs as a great fighter, but promised the outcome would speak louder than words. When the bell rang, he wasted no time showing what separated him from every other heavyweight.
$1 million gate occurs when the two fighters are so popular that the public demands the fight. even if the fighters are in two totally different weight divisions.
A few minutes into the fight, Tyson unleashed a short, brutal combination that sent Tubbs crashing to the ground, the arena erupting in disbelief.
The punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over.
After the fight, Tyson admitted he never felt threatened. Tubbs' pre-fight confidence vanished under Tyson's relentless force, and another critic was silenced forever.
And then as soon as he put his hands out, I saw his eyes and I aimed right for his eyes.
He said that nobody had ever gone to your body before and he wanted to try you there. He did hit you a few blows there. Did he hurt you at all?
Not
Distract
at all.
you even?
Not at all. My mission is to go and destroy and not to let anything get involved. You get punched, you get hurt. I refuse to be hurt, knocked down, and knocked out. I can't lose. I refuse to lose.
1996 was the year when Mike Tyson stepped into the ring with Bruce Seldon, and the WBA heavyweight championship was on the line. Seldon wasn't just another opponent. He was known for knocking out giants like Riddick Bowe in the first round.
His record, Riddick Bowe has only 2 of his 22 knocks. Oh! And there is Seldon walking into it in the first round.
But that night, Tyson was ready to crush another so-called unstoppable force. Before the fight, Tyson openly respected Bruce Seldon's power. He described Seldon's jab as like a jackhammer, a weapon that could shatter defenses in seconds. Tyson wasn't facing a scared contender. He was facing a reigning champion who had earned his title through precision and knockout strength.
Bruce Seldon, he's champion, and no one knows him. Joe Hip knows Seldon, made his face look like hamburger. Bruce Seldon, Tony Tucker knows him too. 9 straight knockout. Got a great jab. Bruce Seldon, it's like a jackhammer, always to the face.
In interviews, Tyson made it clear this wasn't about scoring points or showing skill. He wanted to dominate, to prove that even the strongest champions crumble when faced with his aggression.
Yeah, I think maybe I have the feeling of killing somebody, I guess. I don't think I can really kill somebody. I feel like I want to kill somebody.
Bruce Seldon?
Yeah, anyone I want to fight.
I want to break his will. I want to break his will early. I want to get him to know that you're not fighting a tomato can this time, champ. You know, it's not a tomato can, champ. You know, things aren't the way they used to be, champ. You know.
Originally set for earlier, the fight was delayed after Tyson fell ill, but Seldon's camp accused him of faking, saying Tyson was scared to fight a man like Seldon. The press echoed the doubt, questioning Tyson's confidence.
It's time to move on now to our main event, Seldon versus Tyson for the WBA Heavyweight Championship. Tyson was diagnosed with bronchitis in July, and it forced a postponement of the WBA Championship until tonight. During that time, the Seldon-Tyson rivalry got as hot as the Las Vegas summer. While the Seldon camp accused Tyson of being unprepared in July and faking the illness, Team Tyson responded that the postponement only delayed Seldon from getting, quote, the worst beating of his life, end of quote. Well, the final countdown has begun to the Seldon-Tyson fight.
They reminded viewers that Seldon had already defeated top heavyweights like Riddick Bowe and Tony Tucker. Many believed Tyson's power would be neutralized by Seldon's reach and jab.
Mike Tyson has remained one of the most compelling and recognizable celebrities. In dramatic contrast, Bruce Seldon is almost anonymous, even though he's a world champion. In addition, Seldon's camp feels that the perception of their fighter is unfair and inaccurate. That since the back-to-back knockout losses to Oliver McCall and Riddick Bowe some 5 years ago, Seldon is a different person. These swinging nightlife days are over. But the lingering memory is that of Seldon's chin succumbing twice to Bowe, a bout that lasted all of 108 seconds. Not only that, but more recently he was wobbled by Tony Tucker and Joe Hip. Then there's the matter of attitude and intimidation. All of the solid preparation and pre-fight words can become pointless, meaningless.
Seldon confidently walks in saying he's faced many like Tyson before. Big punchers, fast starters, nothing new to him.
That won't be the case with their fighter tonight. Why? Because he's been in Tyson's presence so many times and fought on several of Tyson's cards. Therefore, he's emotionally prepared. But being in Tyson's presence is one thing. Being in the same ring with him may be quite another.
But once the bell rings, all that talk fades. Tyson's ferocity cuts through everything. No height, no size, no defense, saves as Seldon. He gets knocked out brutally in round 1.
Nice long rest there, but he has felt. Back comes Seldon and Tyson.
The year is 1995, and the world watches as Mike Tyson makes his comeback against Buster Mathis Jr. The once invincible champion, fresh out of prison, faces whispers that his aura has faded. But Tyson isn't here to survive. He's here to remind everyone why they once feared his very name.
Now, tonight's fight is as much a curiosity about the man, Mike Tyson, as it is a primetime network television event. Of course, there is a mystique about Tyson, for better or for worse, and the mystique grows no matter what he does. But this is the first time his awesome boxing ability will be seen on primetime network television. In Mike Tyson, the boxing world had created a most fearsome figure, Darth Vader in silk shorts, if you will, ruthless, ambitious, eager, and able to slay everyone in his path. The most dominant fighter since Muhammad Ali in his prime. He possessed an aura of invincibility that was fast becoming a reality.
Buster Mathis Jr., the son of former heavyweight contender Buster Mathis Sr., carried the weight of legacy into the ring when he faced Mike Tyson in 1995.
Yet so many questions remain about both. Overshadowed but not overlooked is Buster Mathis Jr., the son of a 60s generation top contender. And just as his father fought the greats of that era, Buster Jr. now has his moment in the bright lights. How Mathis fights, even if he loses, as most assume that he will be crucial to his future.
It was more than just a fight. It was Tyson's first step toward redemption after his release from prison.
Where are you now? It's compared to, if you say that you're at a peak, say Alex Stewart, where are you today compared to that?
The inactivity that I had, will have to take a toll because of my performance in the gym and how I feel on self. I feel great. I feel better than ever. I deal with the reality that my 4-year layoff may have something to do, but from my boxing, and from what people have witnessed of me, I feel great. I feel like I haven't missed a beat.
Reporters questioned his conditioning, mental state, and even his physical health, especially since he had suffered an injury before the bout. But Tyson brushed it off, saying he felt great and that the fans were there to see him fight, nothing else.
What do you know about his condition? What do you know about the injury to the thumb?
I don't think the injury to the thumb was a factor. I don't think it was a factor November 4th. I don't think it's a factor now here in December. I think that other rumors prevail that the fight might have been canceled because of poor ticket sales and things of that nature, but that's the popular rumor. I don't know. Mike Tyson right now is having what's probably going to be his last so-called tune-up. He is slated to fight WBC heavyweight champion Frank Bruno in March on his quest to unify the world title, hopefully by the end of 1996. This is the last tune-up, and I don't think we'll be able to gauge an awful lot by what happens here tonight.
You think he's in pretty good shape, though?
I think he's right. He looks ripped. He's a little lighter than when he fought McNeely. He looks good.
All right, of course, that bout with McNeely, only 89 seconds. The only really luck we've had at Mike Tyson. And Sean O'Grady tonight, his challenger, a heavy underdog in Buster Mathis Jr. His dad, a great heavyweight contender in the 60s. The delay for him, what has it done to his training, his sparring, his overall makeup?
I think it only hurts Buster, and it helps Mike Tyson. Buster's the one that had to break training camp. He had to...
Mathis, known for his defensive skills and quick movements, tried to keep a distance and avoid Tyson's power. Yet, when the bell rang, Tyson's old ferocity returned. His footwork, timing, and aggression were back in full form. By round 3, Tyson delivered a brutal combination that sent Mathis crashing down, sealing his comeback with a knockout and reminding everyone of his dominance. Moving forward to October 16, 1987, Tyrell Biggs spoke boldly in interviews before the fight, claiming he was Tyson's dad and insisting Mike had never faced anyone like him. His arrogance grabbed headlines, but once the bell rang, Tyson's explosive power silenced every word, crushing Biggs's pride in brutal fashion.
As good as I am, I know that I know how good I am. I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
Leading up to the 1987 showdown, experts claimed Tyson was doomed by his size. Tyrell Biggs's reach and height made him the supposed favorite, the real heavyweight. But they forgot one truth. Tyson wasn't built for size. He was built for destruction. Numbers couldn't measure the storm waiting inside him. From the opening bell, Biggs tried keeping distance with his long jabs, but Tyson's ruthless pressure broke through. A perfect left hook landed. One punch, and Biggs' confidence was shattered instantly.
And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over.
After the fight, Tyson revealed how broken Biggs had become in the ring, describing his cries as almost childlike, fear replacing arrogance. Tyson didn't just defeat him physically, he shattered him mentally, proving that boxing's true battlefield lies as much in the mind as in the fists.
I knew when I came to this fight, I was the best fighter in the world, and not a man alive that can beat me.
What broke him down? Was it just
constantly body punches? When I was hitting him with body punches, and I heard him, actually he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't find him, but I knew that he was breaking down soon.
You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes.
When did that happen?
And perhaps the 4th round on.
So that you knew you had him by that time?
Absolutely, but I knew he was tough in there taking those punches.
On January 22nd, 1988, Mike Tyson stepped in against the legendary Larry Holmes. Holmes mocked Tyson before the bout, laughing off his power and boasting that he'd barely need effort to win. But inside that ring, experience met fury, and Tyson was ready to rewrite history.
You got to be off in long range. Whop, 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 whop. Use the jab. I'm going to be on him like white on rice. I'm going to be on him like skin.
We'll see if Tyson can make Holmes not smile so much. Tyson has been listed as an 8-1 favorite to dispose of Holmes' comeback attempt.
Holmes' arrogance turned into overconfidence as he dismissed Tyson as mere hype.
What drives me as far as this fight goes is the way I left the last fight, the way they done me. They done me in. They did a number on me. And I don't like the way they done a number on me. So therefore, I'm fighting so that the number will be reversed.
But when the bell rang, Tyson's relentless precision and fury shattered that illusion, exposing Holmes' complacency and igniting one of boxing's most unforgettable clashes.
This will be the greatest challenge of Holmes' career.
I'm going to fight this guy. I'm not going to run from him. He ain't got a cakewalk. If he think he got a cakewalk, he got another thing coming. Because I'm preparing for war, and that's it.
The night of January 22nd, 1988, silenced every critic. Tyson's ferocity consumed Larry Holmes, his punches landing like thunder until Holmes crumbled in the 4th round.
No! It didn't even bother the count! It was a vicious right hand!
It wasn't just victory. It was vengeance. Tyson carried the memory of Muhammad Ali's humiliation at Holmes' hands, turning it into fuel.
It's a Holmes-Ali fight. It's not an Ali-Holmes fight. It's Holmes-Ali. And Ali had his day. This is my day. I say Ali used to float like a butterfly. He used to sting like a bee. But when he fight Larry Holmes, he'll fall in round 3.
Each strike was retribution. Holmes' pride, once his armor, became his downfall as his body failed to match Tyson's violent precision.
I just need a peace of mind. I need to go out there and do what I got to do the best I can with what I got.
He feels in his mind that he can beat me, and the promoters feel that he can beat me, and they put him in the position where he can challenge for the championship, and it's my obligation to defend my championship.
I think Larry's mind is telling him that he can beat Mike Tyson. His ego, his pride. I think his mind is telling him something that his body won't be able to translate into anything other than a painful defeat.
Larry has all the things the other fellas who fought Tyson did not use to their advantage, or they seemed spellbound, awed, or afraid.
Analysts who once called Holmes the favorite watched in disbelief as Tyson erased every advantage with pure dominance. In that ring, history flipped. Holmes' legacy faded, while Tyson's legend burned brighter than ever.
To swap punches with Tyson. Larry is not that kind of a guy.
I think the world will be shocked because they're expecting a lot of jab. They're expecting a lot of footwork. They don't expect me to get in there and brawl with them. I'm just as much man as he is. And there's no way I can lose this fight.
His past performance in the ring, he's a magnificent champion. But I figure this is my era now.
One thing we do know for sure, Kathleen, Atlantic City won't lose from this fight, Nintendo won't lose, and HBO won't lose. The only so-called loser will be one of the guys in the ring, and of course, we'll find that out tomorrow night.
Quick pick, James.
I like Tyson. The odds right now are 9-1. I think those are too steep. And as Customato, the late trainer and legal guardian of Tyson, said, every great ex-fighter has one extra fight left in him, so be careful of this one. I think Tyson's well aware of that.
Very good point.
Oh, yeah?
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.